maybe it makes it a little more even. I don't know if ILTW plays Invoker very much. Invoker in general just is not picked up these days, but EMP is still really good. We're gonna go for a Sand King.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it seems like they give Biver the Sand King more often than not, so I'm gonna put my money on it being a 4-position Sand King. But you definitely have a great team to deal with Draw Ranger again on the side of Nemiga.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Medusa is one of the few late game carries that can actually kind of do anti-push as well, so like I had mentioned in the first game of this series, like Draw Ranger strats often revolve around taking out all those tier 1 towers and then making sure that the enemy team doesn't really have very much space to farm, but Medusa with Mystic Snake kind of makes it a little bit difficult to just mow down towers, even with that Draw Ranger range. Yeah. Could go for an Enchantress. Wouldn't be bad. Yeah.
Radiant
Don't play it
team
very often on Spirit. Okay, so they do pick Spirit a lot, but like I saw a Shaman and I saw a Tiny and I saw a Medusa. I was just like, I'm pretty sure Storm Spirit is not a good pick here. And I still stand by that. I don't think Storm Spirit's a good pick. But also I don't think second pick Drow Ranger's a good pick. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Spirit are confident enough in their own skills that even they will play a subpar draft and still come out on top, I guess.
Ten seconds.
Right, yeah, and plus, nor are they heroes that are really good at ending the game early. Storm Spirit requires a ton of time before he finally starts becoming a relevant force in the game. So, let's see what can happen. I'm sure ILTW has probably played that matchup thousands of times in the past 2 months since this patch has come out, so...
Dire team pick.
Yeah, so they... Yeah, they could have.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah,
Radiant
with
team pick.
Medusa's talent kind of mitigates that. Pick Omniknight. This is such a weird draft from Spirit.
Choose your hero.
Snap Raise was pretty good because Unstable Current can purge off that Guardian Angel. This is peculiar from both teams. On paper, I definitely favor Nemiga, but I don't think Spirit are dumb. I think they have something very clear in mind. I don't know what it is, other than win, but I don't know how they're going to do that.
And he's playing Tiny.
Oh yeah, the heck.
Yeah, no, because I was wondering with the Razor pick, though.
It may just be a comfort thing. It may just be like Samus is a Medusa spammer or something like that.
But then what would they do? Like lane off lane?
No, I think like they're not gonna change the roles. They're just gonna change who's playing which hero. So I think Samus is still going to be a safe lane Medusa. DSR is going to be a mid Razor, and then I guess they're going to do some kind of aggressive tri lane with Tiny roster, or not. Sorry, they'll run a 2-1-2 probably. Actually, I think the Shaman can lane with the Medusa, and the Clockwork will lane with the Tiny, I guess.
All right. At here ending up going boost first even, and he's running into that top lane. And the Clockwork potentially be causing issues up there. Rasta now running down middle with Medusa.
Looks like they want to send Medusa mid. I mean, I guess they're both relatively fair matchups against Storm. Both the Razor and the Medusa probably get Razor would get more, but at the same time, Medusa probably does a better job shutting down Storm's spin. We're just gonna have to how this plays out.
One of those games you don't really try to predict.
Yeah.
Let it happen. Entertaining, I'm sure though. Viper, he was down here very fast. I think they might have seen him. I think Razor might have seen him for a second. So on that. Yeah, they got the Shadow Team King over here at the bottom room. Kill. Going to go for DSR. He's kind of going back and forth. He's go for it. It's tempting.
The battle begins.
You see this the man Tiny arena.
The time
making Illidan solo in this lane? I mean, I guess it's
Illidan on the top lane?
Yeah, Drow Ranger solo. I don't think I've ever seen... Okay, never mind. Okay, so FNG does come top. I think that's necessary. This offlane Tiny, like, it's not easy. You have 0 armor, and you have 2 ranged heroes going up against you, and this is a Shadow Demon with buffed up precision aura damage. I really think they should 2-1-2 this, but Chosen One's just gonna slug it out for right now.
Yeah, not gonna have the greatest start, you figure, but the bottom lane was kind of interesting. Sinking attempted a pull, but it was quickly stopped there, but he is gonna get the second one off his Viper. At this point, it is him and the Omni Knight, of course. Bottom, you talked about FNG making his way to the top lane. Brasser up there, but yeah, Clockwork, for now, just kind of bodying ILTW a bit, using the mana burn of the cogs. Kind of mans up, even kills the cog in the process. A little bit of farm for him. Now he's actually doing all right, but yeah, Tiny's going to be the very interesting one. I mean, you see the illusion's already created, and the FNG is just running him down. Out of attacks.
Yeah, he managed to hit level 2, so that's pretty good, but most heroes get some agi when they hit level 2, but Tiny does not.
Tiny. Still trying to keep out of vision, if anything, of the Shadow Demon. A lot easier said than done, though. He picks up a tree and whack him again. But yeah, he has to be careful about committing too much, because with Drow there, and actually a TP now from the Sand King. There's the Vanish, into the Burrow Strike, into the First Blood. Oh, FNG gets it. They were trying to set it up for Drow, but they get it.
I guess that's not that big of a deal. Viper rotated for that, so that means that, as you can see, Phobos is getting pretty zoned out now that they know that the Sand King's not here to protect the Omni Knight in the offlane, but, I mean, Omni Knight doesn't really need that much help to begin with.
Haste.
Last game, especially, you just get that hand of Midas, or the early phase boots more so.
Yeah.
So last game, just run at people and get kills even, so. Yeah, Phobos going to attempt to do his best at that, as Hastrun from Funsters. Say hello to Sand King. Poking back and forth. Much is going to happen from that, though. But yeah, Tiny top lane, only 3 creep kills. Did at level 2, as you mentioned, but sitting on there now for a bit. Don't expect this to be a tiny game where, you know, he's taking out stacks and stuff. This honestly is going to be more, I feel like, more of like a support Tiny, right? Where we've talked about that idea. Supportish Tiny looking at roam. I mean, I don't know what kind of item build you expect to see with that, or does he go S and Y? Does he go drums and S and Y?
I think you go Blink. You have to go Blink first item if you're playing Tiny like this, but I don't know how long it's going to take him to get a Blink, because that's the biggest issue. If you get the Blink, but already, like, you know, Storm Spirit has some items, and the Omni Knight has some items, then your Blink Initiation isn't really that great, and you won't have that many levels either. A lot of Tiny's potential comes from the fact that the burst is so ridiculous from the Avalanche Toss combo, but that's because, you know, he's like level 8 when he has that combo because he's like a safe lane solo carry, but in an off lane position, I don't know. He's getting a lot done though. FNG has not been able to zone him out very much. He's managed to hit level 3.25, and FNG doesn't really know where he is right now, and this Radiant Ward makes sure that Tiny does not have anything to be concerned about.
Work with, so FNG hunting in the area. Eventually we'll see him running on by.
He's just gonna make sure he doesn't get his bounty rune stolen.
There's a disruption, he got the avalanche, but it doesn't matter.
And he's gonna steal his as well.
Oh no.
The race is on.
Bad. Toss! He can't by FNG. He will toss him after the fact, but FNG will just TP out while laughing. But there, double damage rune going to be picked up by Medusa. Just heads back to the mid though. Farm. Oh yeah, middle lane. Storm Spirit 23 and 3, Medusa 20 and 6. Remember, Storm is working with the Drow auras. Keeping in mind there. He's actually in the jungle now. He got a nice double stack on one camp. Finish that off, get some regen, maybe fill up the bottle eventually. Goes back to base or not, but yeah, Medusa 23 and 9 is having that good start here. Herself.
Yeah, and now Clockwork is moving around. Shadow Demon spots him out, but it's only a level 3 Shadow Demon.
Just gonna keep running. Medusa, is there any reason to believe that she's not gonna go traditional here? You know, maybe the Mask of Madness early on?
No, I think that's pretty much guaranteed. The only issue is that no one's really stacking for her right now. Oh wait, so there's one stack on the bottom Ancients, but yeah, it's not anything significant. Oh man, they almost got the kill on Tiny, but FNG reads the wrong direction. I mean, all things considered, Chosen One is doing a lot better than he has any right to be. He's level 4 in this Tiny. He's basically keeping up the same pace as an Omni Knight in the opposing offlane, and Omni Knight's a way better offlaner than a Tiny is in a solo situation. He doesn't have as much farm, but he's only falling behind by like 300 gold from the Tiny, so even that's, I mean, from the Omni Knight, so even that's not that bad.
Sand King level 2 still. He's roaming about. Maybe the 6-minute bounty ring gonna try to get it. Avalanche though. Oh no, they actually stun Tiny first. They're gonna get the bounty ring and possibly the kill out of this. Rasta, he's making his way over. There's the Avalanche with the toss though. Byron needs to be careful himself. They do get the kill on Tiny. It will come at a cost, however, of Sand King going down shortly after.
Ranger's level 6.
Running in. Yeah, dealing plenty of damage. Clockwork, he is feeling he's trying to get out of his own cogs. Realizing it was a trap that he set himself up in. And that's a double kill for FNG, actually.
Hoisted by his own petard. Yeah, so now that Drow Rangers hit 6, then Tiny's life just got that much harder. Burrow Strike is available. Nice Soul Catcher. That damage.
Radiant's top tower is under
that amp
attack.
damage is pretty damn good, actually. From the Shadow Demon.
I've been wanting this.
Radiant's
Desk
top
there.
tower
Alright,
has
so
fallen.
the top tower going down. After that as well, and grid really picks up for them. I mean, it went from a very even net worth game all of a sudden to a 2,000 lead. 7 minutes, just because of what happened right there. Sequence of events.
Dyer's middle tower
And
is under
can they
attack.
really stop this top tower? I mean, they can. It's just a matter of how many resources they want to put into it.
Yeah, I think you have to start moving Medusa around if you really want to stop it. Otherwise, you can just kind of discourage Drow, but yeah, it looks like Spirit's going to back off as now. Looks like they want to make a move on Phobos in the bot lane as
Yeah.
Khazar is wrapping around. There's Repel available, and he gets it off.
Repel. Link
Lot
still
of
dealing
static
plenty
Link,
of
yeah.
damage. He's going to be banished, however, so the turn potential is real. Shackles coming out from the side. They will kill Shadow Demon, but they already got the kill on a Razor, and now they're going for Khazar? Anyways, Shadow Shaman, he goes down. Double kill for LTW. Storm Spirit, obviously his TP, and very successful. And Omni Knight, again, diving in Omni Knight, it always seems like that's going to be a very dangerous idea.
Absolutely.
For that reason.
Once he gets that Hex off, I mean, once he gets that Repel off successfully, you have to leave. Like, it's great that you're getting all that static link damage, but you have to remember that Storm Spirit has, what, plus 32 damage right now, thanks to Precision Aura? So normally a Storm Spirit, you know, he can't make that rotation against a Razor. You show up and then you're just gonna feed a double kill to the Razor, but when you've got like that much extra damage at this stage of the game, 8 minutes in, then yeah, Storm Spirit can gladly take that fight.
FNG and him dying in the last fight, and I'm guessing he had a 3-kill pre-stopper right there onto him, so Razor getting a little bit of bounty gold. He gets back to the top, continues to zone out the Tiny. I mean, I know you mentioned Tiny maybe getting even more than expected, but doesn't mean it's a lot. He's still overall struggling, only 2,000 net worth. Does finish his phase boots. You see the ability, he has a mine, the soul ring into the blink, but even as you pointed out, at this rate, it's going to be a pretty long blink tag.
Yeah,
for him to be picking up.
I imagine part of the reasons why he's not going straight for the blink dagger is because even once he completes it, like he's so under-leveled that he's not going to be able to combo anyone. He still needs, like, what, another 4 levels before he has his max avalanche toss combos. Now in the bot lane, they're going in on DSR. So much damage on this Storm Spirit right now. All he has is a Kaya.
Yep, he just got it. Just got the Kaya. Ball landing around, not much Razor could do at that point, and you got Clockwork level 3. What's he going to do really at that point? Rasta level 4 rotates over as well, getting ready to defend. And you got the Drow Aura helping to push the lanes out. W will come farm this nice stack over here. The Radiant Jungle, meanwhile. And Drow just really has had no reason to leave this top lane. She's just safely sitting up here and top net worth as a result.
Because she's not leaving, Tiny can't leave. Because if Tiny leaves, then the tower's immediately going to go down. So the Chosen One has to just sit around here and just stroke himself because he can't leave to farm. Is now they're moving in on Storm Spirit. He has his ult though,
and he has a repel. And there you go. Ball landing away. He's out of mana now, but he's enough distance. That was 4 heroes trying to rotate. They know Tiny.
Oh, now Tiny. Silence.
And yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. TP's coming in. The silence, as you mentioned, and that's an easy kill. I mean, the avalanche will stop a little bit, but
it's still level 1 avalanche.
Yeah, struggles still real. He had a shrine, but they did a good job also kind of keeping him away from that too.
Yeah, now you've got a Tiny for 15 seconds if you want to tank up this tower. There are a lot of pings going on this top half of the map. They really want to defend this, but Medusa's not ready to do it.
Where is she? She's farming the ancient stack over here with that Mask of Madness. That's a pretty massive stack. That's a good job from them, but it'll take a little bit to actually kill, and as you mentioned, she's doing that. She can't help defend top, and the siege creep guarantees the tower kill.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that Spirit, like, given this such early map advantage, that they didn't actually try to make any blocks on the Ancient as ILTW gets a free kill on Funster Clockwork.
We get free kills, bottom lane. DSR, oh, actually, FNG's the one that has to be a little bit careful. Oh, the DK Phobos. Okay, never mind. Not going to be able to assist. But still, they do get the kill on Razor, despite losing their Shadow Demon.
And they get another Razor illusion, so start pushing down bot is now in the mid lane. They want to go in on ILTW, and Mystic Snake actually does a hell of a lot of damage, but they just have, like, this Shadow Summon. Actually, he's doing pretty well. He's got Tranquil Boots completed. I'm actually surprised that they weren't able to get the Hex on the Shackles on that Storm Spirit, but yeah, whatever the case. He's about to hit level 6 on this Rasa. I imagine that they're going to have to use it for counter pushing rather than pushing, because Drow Ranger is just mowing down these towers.
And that again, that obviously feels so bad, but the game calls for it. They have no choice. Clockwork, he's got angles, but he doesn't have a hook shot. Not level 6 just yet, so...
Well, FNG's in deep.
Really get the best jump, although Shadow Demon, I guess they walk into it, makes it pretty easy. Got a little bit of support nearby, clipping the Omni Knight, though. Repel happens, the Purge put up on a Razor. Razor, though, draining the damage of Drow. Drow finally breaks the leash, lost a lot of damage.
Oh, from downtown.
Here, LTW going into Stone Gaze, the split shots, doing so much damage. Everyone's stoned up on the side of Team Spirit. Guardian Angel's not going to save Storm Spirit either, and DK Phobos finding himself alone. He's going to get stunned up in the air. He goes down. 4 for nothing turn for Nemiga. Wow, that Stone Gaze was perfect timing.
That Stone Gaze is fantastic. Tiny being able to avalanche 3 heroes, most importantly avalanching the Omni Knight. It's a really good reaction coming out from Nemiga. That was absolutely necessary. You can't keep getting bullied by Spirit like this when you have a Medusa lineup. You have to eventually take a stand, and that was a great stand to take. Viver wasn't there, but that's because he's working on his Blink Dagger. And so that's one thing that if you look at it as Team Spirit, you're like, well, you know, we didn't have Sand King. At least he's getting something done in the meantime, because once he completes Blink Dagger, the one missing piece right now is kind of initiation from Team Spirit, because you've got Storm Spirit to initiate, but you saw what just happened. Like, he ball lightninged all the way in, straight into a Stone Gaze, straight into an Avalanche, and was not able to do anything.
That one stun hits as he's going in, and all of a sudden it will snowball, as we definitely saw in that fight. So, DK Phobos, he does have the Hand of Midas, though. 1,100 gold saved up currently.
And more stacks for Medusa. Like, Spirit are not contesting this at all.
Yeah, you're right.
Dire are scanning.
They scan it out. They just scanned this as you mentioned this, but
they're not
going to be able to get over here.
Yeah, they can't do anything about it. All it does
and honestly, well, it feels like they're like reacting as if they're being ganked now. They're falling back, but going over.
Yeah, Guardian Angel's down for another minute, so I can see why they're a little bit scared, but I don't know, maybe they're waiting for Biver, who's kind of playing loop-de-loop over here in this top lane. If he shows himself, then Khazar's ready to pop with this Invis. The Biver's playing it very, very safe.
Well, show off the Blink Dagger to Sandstorm, push back the lane. So bottom tower does go down though for the Dire team, so they're continuing to do some good objectives here. Keeping a very, very slight net worth lead, but Medusa does take over as the top net worth.
Dire's middle tower
Individual heroes go, 8,100 net worth onto her.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dragonlance now, and a Yasha is coming along in another stack over here. So stacks really started, man. This Radiant side, but again, it's exactly what they needed and doing a good job of executing it. Props to them. The team Razor went the early drums, of course. Looks like, oh, okay, I thought that is going to
Biver is seeing the Chosen One here. But that's not going to happen.
TP, pretty ambitious move right there. It's probably his only chance of getting away, to be fair. He'll toss off the Sand King. Okay, still alive. Another Shadow stack. It's not enough damage, though. Biver doesn't have mana. He has some stick charges, but okay. ILT from downtown. Flies in.
Alright, well, he made space. Top tier 1 is being claimed. Roster Wars were spent. And Nemiga Gaming take their second tower of the game. And all the while, Medusa continues to farm. So Nemiga Gaming are making all the right moves. It's going to come down to, like I said, initiation. Biver has, like we said, completed this Blink Dagger. ILTW is going for the Bloodstone, does not have it anytime soon. He's about like 1.5k gold away after he breaks his arcane boots, but still very, very close game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, absolutely. This is definitely anyone's game. Only 16 minutes in at this point. No snowball here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Trying to push the bottom tier 2. Ultimately, it's going to be defended. Tiny nearby has that blink. Jump in. If anyone does come, but as we see on the minimap, they're rotating towards the tier 1 middle instead.
Middle tower
a bit safer journey. Looking to guarantee at least this tower kill. You got the Radiant side. Hookshot attempts from Glocky. He's kind of channeling it up as if he was going to go for it.
Structures are fortified.
Maybe a little silly to try to defend at this point. Be fine giving up the tier 1 towers against the Drow-like lineup. They are there. Storm Spirit does have the Perseverance finished. 1,100 gold saved up. So again, if he wants that plus double, oh, Shadow Demon.
FNG, you're crazy for this one.
Yeah. He was tired of seeing Clocker just kind of chilling there. So it's like, I'm going to go in and tease him a little bit.
Alright, well, puts Hookshot on cooldown, I guess.
So, but let's play Omni Knight. 8th lens has been finished.
And Tiny manages to complete his Blink Dagger, and he's got level 11, so he has his max combo. Chosen One's recovering really well, and they can get this kill on Illidan easily. Oh, nice play.
Love it. The poor man's Blink Dagger chucks in the Shadow Shaman, the Avalanche follow-up. It's still not enough, though, is it? Oh my god, the Gust away. He's actually going to live. Wow. Did they do anything wrong there? I don't feel like they did.
Well,
they just didn't have the damage.
He could have tossed his tree, because like his attack speed is so freaking slow right now that he was just like petting Drow Ranger with the tree. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like the main thing is like I think that Tiny should have just blinked and comboed himself rather than using the toss to get the Shaman into position. Because, I mean, Shaman, yeah, he's like a relatively slow hero, but he's got the Tranquil Boost completed. He can walk over to follow up on a Blink Dagger initiation, or you can blink Avalanche and then toss the Drow Ranger into the Shadow Shaman the other way around. And now bot lane.
Medusa.
This is a huge
That's
pick.
a big kill. If they secure it, they absolutely will. Get plenty of illusions out of it as well, but yeah, that's a great find. That was all the Sand King and the Disruptor they had. Not Disruptor, Shadow Demon. They had the Smoke Ink there to catch the Medusa. So, very big kill for them. She was on top of the network chart. That might change now. She's going to be dead for another 40 seconds. Incoming! Now to take that back over.
Yeah, but Team Spirit aren't really doing anything about this. Like, they got that pick, but they're just kind of still all farming around. Like, I guess Drow Ranger really wants to finish off the Manta style before they start grouping up or something. I don't really think it's necessary, but I mean, the more defensive that they play, the more time Medusa gets to farm, and Medusa will outfarm a Drow Ranger any day of the week, especially if she doesn't have an Aghanim Scepter or a Maelstrom or anything like that, any sort of farm accelerant on the Drow Ranger. So the later the game goes, I'm like Chosen One will start coming back into the game. The Razor obviously has a lot of room to grow. I don't know, I feel like you need to start picking up the pace of your Team Spirit.
Yeah. Agree with you there, definitely. And Drow, 1,100 gold saved up, but Omni Knight continues a fairly greedy route. He actually gets the boots of travel here for that mobility, but it seems like an odd... I mean, seeing the Omni Knight early on with a Midas, bots, and an Aether Lens, it just feels a little underwhelming. I don't know if that's an looking too much into it, but a lot of gold invested, a lot of support utility at this point in the game, but it's getting there eventually. I
would feel like for the money of a BOTs, you may be better off buying a Blink Dagger, because like the idea of this is like really high mobility on your Omni Knight, but man, tier 3 is getting pushed now.
Hey, you'd figure Spirit's the one that's going to be pushing tier 3 this early on, but not the case. Nemiga, they're doing it. Get a little bit of damage at least into the tier 3 tower before the Rasta Wards eventually killed off. There.
Stupendous.
Again, it's when is Spirit's time?
I'll take that.
To really push. I mean, I guess there is only the one tier 2, so it's not like they're just sitting completely static by any means. Just the middle tier 2.
That's true, but they're not pressuring this Medusa at all. Like, she died that one time, and they have this aggressive ward, which is actually might net them a kill.
There you go. That's exactly what you're talking about. There is a shrine nearby. TP's coming in. Nice gust on it too, though. That pushes him out of the cogs, and now Medusa cooking on standard ground. She's going to be silenced a little bit longer. Has that Stone Gaze if need be, but they get the kill on a Sand King, and now Illidan just trying to run this whole time, but he's going to be chased down. The link on him. Yeah, that gust almost seemed to help them more than hurt them, as funny as that sounds. Knocking them out, though. Kind of position them in a better spot, at least Medusa, and they lose 2 heroes despite jumping first.
Yeah,
they still want this. Oh, this is greedy. This is so greedy right here. Are they actually going to get it?
Stone Gaze,
Probably not. Yeah, Medusa living the poisons up. Here comes Razor. Okay, the Purge is enough damage to secure that kill, actually, so it is worth it, maybe. And now DSR with the link up. He's just trying to run this whole time. Storm Spirit, choosing not to chase too much further. He has 16 charges down on the Bloodstone. He just got it recently, so that's good news for Team Spirit. Shadow Shaman, Degenera, standing close to him. Gonna eventually be able to run him down as a result. So, wow, Spirit actually works out. I was scared for them.
Yeah,
that Medusa there.
That's great presence of mind to know that literally everyone on Radiant just TP'd to the shrine. And so, oh wow, that's a leap. But he does not get it on the mid Razor. Yeah, so, oh man, if he gets hooked here, okay. Yeah, so it was greedy, and if Medusa was able to get that Stone Gaze off, things would have gone much, much worse, but they were able to burn off just enough mana to make sure that she wasn't able to pull it off, and it's a great recovery from what was initially a terrible initiation from Team Spirit, having that Drow Ranger get picked off, and having the initiation from the Sand King be basically ruined thanks to a Shrine TP, but now they get that kill, and they get a two Bloodstone charges on the Storm Spirit, and now they're going to give him an Aegis as well.
Oh, maybe not.
You've got Guardian Angel. I don't think you need to be concerned. Yeah, Illidan's got the right call. He's blocking this. Oh my god, the neutral blocks it.
Spirit picks it up. You got over here, over to the Ancients. Epicenter was used as they jump in. Razor going to be pulled back in with the Vortex. The Storm Spirit is zapping around on top, and DSR will fall. As a result, they also lost the Clockwork. As you mentioned, he got blocked initially. They take out Rasta, and now actually Tiny is in a lot of trouble. The Yules that he just got throws himself in the air, but the Chosen One is the dead one. Shortly after, killing spree for DK Phobos even. Medusa, the sole survivor, she was just simply top lane like, what are you doing, team? I'm running you.
Yeah, I'm surprised they committed so heavily for that. Like, the Roche was pretty much down, and Guardian Angel was not used at all because Omni-Knight wasn't near that shrine fight. Omni-Knight didn't need to use it against the Medusa because the Medusa died, so even if you get the initiation off, no one's really going to die on the side of Team Spirit, and they end up feeding another handful of Bloodstone charges. ILTW now sitting on 21, plus that aforementioned Aegis, so Arax is going to go down, and Medusa's doing her damnedest to push out top, but not before this melee goes down.
She's going to TP back now, here we go. Tanking, stuns in, Epicenter. Nope, it doesn't even have it. He has 40 more seconds. Stone Case is active. It's kind of that disruption, eventually coming back out though. Storm Spirit's picking off the supporting cast in the back lines. And now he's like, you know what, kill me. I have an Aegis, please, I need mana. Please kill me. Razor, he gets caught though, locked down, and finally, oh, Altitude's actually gonna run away. Okay, I thought honestly he was just trying to kill himself to get back up, but no, he says, you know what, we got a couple of kills, let's just back off, regen a little bit. 24 charges now on the Bloodstone, so another 3 just from that little skirmish.
Yep.
And they're gonna yet again reset. Spirit is just all momentum right now. And that's what can happen with the Drow lineup especially.
Be fearless.
Yeah, what do they do? Illidan, like, you can't do a thing with Repel. That's a Rax cleanup middle lane. So it's begun now for Team Spirit, this really momentum surge. Similar to last game, really.
Yeah.
They didn't look back, so.
LTW still has his Aegis. He has an Arcane Rune bottled. He's about to hit level 20, which I would think that he goes for the Vortex. It's usually that we'll see the attack speed, I feel. But against this Medusa, I think all the chain disable you can get is very valuable to make sure that she does not get the Stone Gaze off.
BKB is going to be important, it feels like, on the Radiant side, especially with the Storm Spirit going crazy.
Yeah.
Razor just about has his.
Oh, we're going in. He's repelled. Oh, poor Storm Spirit. I mean, Shadow Shaman.
Well, Storm's a good one there. He's being this whole time. But that Epicenter, though, the stun from Biver coming through, gets 1 kill. You see the Stone Gaze activated. Look, Altitude.
Don't look at me.
Get away.
I don't want to look at you.
You're so ugly. Turns back in, has that Aegis still. There's another Burrow Strike stun. Again, even if Storm Spirit dies right here, he's going to be coming right back up with full mana and full life. He is going to go down. Repel? No, it's not going to save him. So, but they know this. They need to get the hell on out of here. Biver making life difficult, though. In comes the catch with the disruption. The Soul Catcher applied. There is the Purge. Tiny's going to end up falling. Going to get Medusa, I'm sure. Oh, whoa. The Purge is not enough damage. Whoa. Oh, my God. ILTW. All right, calm down, bro. That was a little silly.
Okay.
He resurrects really quickly, to be fair, but...
He does. I think he would have preferred the Bloodstone charges, though.
Regretting that one immediately.
Sometimes
he's going to bottle up a regen.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Well, still handsome net worth advantage right now for Team Spirit. Taking down the mid racks. Still have 2 tier 3s to go through, and you know, like I don't want to chastise him too much, but you're giving this Medusa a little bit of room here, and you're taking it away.
Plan all along. Guardian
Angel doesn't connect.
That did not hit. We saw that yesterday too, but it doesn't matter. There was not enough follow-up damage. Tiny was crowd controlled, and just like that, in a blink, it's all of a sudden it's still looking very good for Spirit. In fact, it's over. GG, well played. Game 2 will indeed go to Team Spirit over Nemiga here in this best of 3. So, congratulations to Spirit. They do take care of business, and the only first-round series to not go the distance. That is an interesting thing, but overall, an entertaining first round of matchups. In this one, though, team that was expected does take it 2-0. But to Nemiga's credit, especially again for being an open qualifier team, you're facing a team like Spirit who has a lot of experience,